Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite African philosopher, and today we are talking about being brand new. Today's going to be an important conversation, so grab your popcorn, grab your tea, get comfortable. We're talking about how to reset your life. Because I feel like at the beginning of every new season, people are reevaluating their lives. People are trying to change directions. People just we're always on the path of self-improvement. For most of 2018, I honestly felt so stuck. So I want to talk about changing directions when it's necessary, and also just resetting your life. So if you're feeling stagnant or you're feeling stuck right now, that is a sign. That is your body telling you, that is your mind, your soul, the universe telling you that it's time to change direction. So a huge reason why a lot of us feel stuck all the time, or we feel stagnant in our lives, is because we are not exercising our free will. And when I say free will, what I'm talking about is the freedom to be, do, and have exactly what you want. A lot of us tend to forget that we actually, in every moment, in every second of our lives, we are one decision away from a completely different life. A lot of us tend to forget that, and that tends to be the root of our suffering. That tends to be the cause of feeling stuck, the cause of feeling unhappy, the cause of feeling why is my life not going where I want it to go? And the purpose of all of these issues that we have in our lives is to force you to use your free will that you would otherwise ignore. Because if our lives were just chill all the time, then we'd have no need to sit and to reevaluate and to choose exactly who it is that we want to be. It's only through conflict that you get to choose and to become the person that you want to be. So in this life, the truth is that you don't get what you want, you get what you become. You attract what you are. I feel like you've heard this so many times, but I'm gonna be the bitch to say it again because I'm your African auntie. And when you're feeling like it's time to change direction, the very first thing that you need to do is to decide exactly who it is that you want to be and take the necessary steps to becoming that person. It's so important to define and be really specific and clear about who it is that you want to be and what it is that you want, because it's only through clarity that you can get to where you're trying to go. So be really, really specific about who it is that you're trying to be. Who is this person? How does she dress? How does she walk? How does she move through the world? What are her belief systems? What does she eat? What does she spend her time doing? What does she think about? Is she entertaining problematic boys? How does she smell? One thing that's really important when it comes to affecting my mood and the way that I move through the day is scent. If you know me, you know my room is full of candles. I literally collect perfumes. And one thing that I am in the process of doing right now is figuring out what is my scent? What is the aura that I want to exude when I walk into a room? I've discovered this incredible company called Scentbird. And basically, Scentbird is a subscription service that lets you choose a perfume of your choice, a scent of your choice, a cologne for men and for women for only $15 a month. I have 3 Scentbird perfumes that I'm trying out this month. The 3 that I'm trying out are Bella by Vince Camuto, Sensuous Nude by Estee Lauder, and Toca Maya. So they come in these 3 really cute little packages. And if you're like me and you are obsessed with perfumes, instead of spending hundreds of dollars a month on a different scent, you can just get one every month of your choice. They have 450 different scents to choose from, and they come in these really cute, you can literally carry this around with you, top up if you need to. And the way that you put it on is you just slide it up and you just spray it on. And this one is Sensuous Nude by Estee Lauder. I love it. It smells incredible, and for me scent is extremely important. Even when it comes to romance, I actually will not entertain anyone who doesn't smell delicious. So this for me is something that I would 100% 10 out of 10 recommend. I will link it in the description box below, and if you're looking for a discount, I've got your back. And they not only have perfumes, but they also have makeup now. So since we're reinventing ourselves, we are smelling good, we are looking good, and we're feeling good about ourselves. And that is the source of all good things. So in order to ascend and to self-actualize and to get exactly where you want to go in your life, it is so important to be of one mind. And that's just a fancy way of saying it's really important to be 100% clear about who it is that you want to be and exactly where it is that you're trying to go. Nothing gets you what you want faster than clarity. The one thing that holds us back a lot in terms of achieving the things that we'd like to achieve is cognitive dissonance, which is this constant battle that we have in our minds between who it is that we'd like to be and who it is that we believe that we can be. A lot of times it's that conflict that exists in our minds, which really isn't real at all, but it's that conflict that really holds us back from doing the things that we know we need to do and doing the things that we know we want to do. And the things that cause this cognitive dissonance is sometimes just attachment to belief systems that no longer serve us, attachment to people, human beings that are in your life that no longer serve you, attachment to jobs, security, all of these illusions that you think you need to continue doing, but in reality, you need to let them go because they no longer serve you and they no longer speak to the person you're trying to be. There will definitely come a point in everyone's life, and maybe you're at that point right now, which is why you're feeling stuck or bored, but there comes a point in everyone's life where you have to choose between being happy and being successful. And I'm here to tell you now that you should always choose happiness, because success is an illusion. Success does not exist. There is no such thing, because all of the symbols that we use to represent success, like money and fame and recognition and status, class, popularity, etc., all of those things are transient and temporary and will eventually slip through your fingers like sand. Once you've reached the peak fame, you're already looking at someone else who's more famous than you. And today you're famous, tomorrow the media has completely forgotten about you. All of these things are just smoke and mirrors. None of them represent success. None of them are success. They're just symbols that we've created around success that society has taught you to keep pursuing to fill a void that can be filled by nothing outside of you. So in those moments where you're forced to choose between staying at a job that gives you security, even though there's no such thing, and pursuing the thing that you really want to be doing, or staying with a guy or a girl who really doesn't serve you, but you don't believe that you can get anyone better, always remember to choose happiness and not these symbols of success, these symbols that represent success, because those things are all illusions. They're not real at all. But the only thing that is real is inner peace. And happiness will always give you inner peace, especially when it's not attached to anything outside of yourself, when it's not attached to temporary symbols of success, because no one can take your inner peace away from you. It is yours infinitely. So rather than pursuing symbols of success, rather try to get to a point where your happiness is not malleable and not dependent on these transient, temporary symbols of success. And that is the end of my crackhead rant. Moving on. Now that we've gotten all the philosophical, metaphysical stuff out the way, here are some actual practical steps that you need to reset your life. So all change in your life happens on 3 levels. It is first thought, and then word, and then action. It is so important to create belief systems that are actually true to who you are. And the way that you know that a belief system is true is when it serves you. This is where it's so important to empty your mind, to get rid of everything that you know to be true. Just detach from that, empty your mind, and listen to yourself. Like, what is your own truth outside of what your parents think, outside of what your friends think, outside of what society is telling you? What is your own truth about who you are and what it is that you want to do and be and have in this world? And in order to find that, you truly have to empty your mind. You can't go asking anyone. It's so important to not listen to anyone or anything outside of yourself, like not even me. Don't be attached to anything that I'm saying. Just listen, see if it resonates with you, and then live your own experience, because the only truth is actual lived experience. Like, what are your belief systems and do they serve you? And if they don't, throw them away, just flush them down the toilet and choose something else. Choose belief systems that are true to who you are and then go from there. The second thing that is really important to becoming, to being, is your words. I really believe in mantras, I believe in affirmations, and I believe in just like speaking things into existence. But of course, words don't mean anything if they're not supported or rooted in your own belief systems that are true. But I really don't subscribe to this idea that like you shouldn't tell anyone what you're working on, or like keep what you're working on a secret. Like, no, like speak who you are out into the world and it'll manifest that much quicker. And then the third level is action. And this is where a lot of us fall short, because you have the belief systems, you have the self-belief, you know exactly who you are, but then you're just like sitting and you're just waiting for the universe to put things into your lap. But no, like it doesn't work like that. You actually have to put in the work. And what's important when it comes to action is consistency. It's quite simple, really. The way that you get anywhere, even in the context of moving from point A to point B, is to walk from point A to point B consistently. Like if you walk halfway and then you stop, you cannot get to point B. And the same goes for everything in your life. Like the way to get anywhere is to walk towards the place, the person, the things that you want to have, and do so consistently. And if you don't know which direction to take to get to where you're trying to be, that is fine. Don't panic. The thing to do is just to keep moving. Like you just have to keep moving away from where you are. Just make sure that you are not being stagnant. Just keep moving, because a lot of the times, and actually all of the time, the path that we're walking on only reveals itself as you're walking onto it. You know, when you're driving at night but you have your lights on, like you can't see 12 kilometers in front of you. You can only see a few feet in front of you, but you just have to trust what you see and like follow your direction, follow your internal GPS, and you will eventually get to where you're going. But you have to be consistent. So there we have it, guys. Those are the 3 practical steps to reinventing yourself, to resetting your life, to becoming the woman, the person, the celestial being that you're trying to be, is on the level of thought, on the level of word, and then on the level of action. And always remember to choose happiness over symbols of success. Don't fall into the illusions that capitalism has created. Be your own thinker, like think on your own terms, find truth from your own experiences, shut out the outside world and listen to self, and you will flourish. Like that's literally, it's actually just that simple. Like listen to yourself and keep it pushing. So I hope this video was helpful. Once again, if you are interested in the Scentbird subscription, all the links to that are in the description box below, and I have a discount for you. Let me know if this video was helpful. Let me know what else you'd like to see on this channel. Thank you guys for bearing with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!